EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Ravens 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Prescott off play action. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Odafe Owe there on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Play action now, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. Yeah, they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Slot man moves right. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass. Fighting, and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Jackson now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. There he goes, left side. Loose inside the 30. That is going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now Lamar changing the look. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Tucker's kick is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Dak's got this one complete to Pollard.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Running right, it's Pollard.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Pollard, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Tolbert.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is down to 2.
16. Cowboys 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. But looking deep here for Flowers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Prescott to throw it.
This pass complete to Pollard on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once you get...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 5. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. That's caught. It's Flowers. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And it's dumped off to Powell. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those...
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all the These rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I resage Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like with chopper. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my cotters. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 19. They go play action now. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Cowboy first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10.
Jackson on 1st down. This one left side caught by Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Out to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Kevontae Turpin,
74 yards.
and the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is that balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Open man is Duvernay.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
That's pulled in at the 32.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. But you look at this defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. after that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Ravens are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Dallas.
Prescott from the gun. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Prescott now from the 50. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right.
He finds his man, Pollard.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Prescott off play action.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock. But now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
The 20. 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Antonio Gibson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And his kick is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Jackson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful.
There he goes, right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offense.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over 10 at their own 47-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever
taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
More yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Jackson will keep it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
First down, Dallas.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again, Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
A 28-yard gain. And the Cowboy first down.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Prescott yet again. Look at the big man rumble. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
First and goal, Dallas.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Pollard again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Tolbert from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Ravens 30.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play. Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 27.
Jackson. That is caught.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now 1st and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Dobbins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Prescott. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And some room to run now.
And the Ravens are going to hang on On the final play, they get the turnover to seal this football game.